In this video, I'm going to give a brief overview of what is normally meant by microservices-based architecture. So there are two ways of making the application's architecture. So one is monolithic architecture, where you will have a user interface, then there will be one single repository or code base of the business logic, and that might have some data access layer as well. This is one way of doing things. The other way of doing things would be to actually distribute all the business logic across many microservices, so across many simple code repositories, each of which have a specific thing to do, and each of them can also have access to their database. Okay, so this is another way of doing things. So for instance, let's say you have the website facebook.com. So one microservice can be responsible for the user authentication. Another microservice can be responsible for to keep track of all the messages of the user. Another can be to store all the photos. Another can be to store all the videos, and so on. Okay, so one advantage of using microservices-based architecture is that it makes things easier to keep making progress on the individual microservices without having to worry about doing something wrong for the overall business logic. Okay, so let's say somebody's working on the photos feature of Facebook, hypothetically, and he includes another feature which enhances the photo, let's say. So if there is something wrong in that feature, at worst, the photos may not work, but all the other services like user authentication or videos or messages, they will continue to work. Okay, so it makes things much easier to keep making progress without really having to worry about doing something wrong for the overall system, which can happen in case of monolithic architecture. So this is a very brief overview of what is normally meant by microservices.